Hey there, Gemini. How we doing? Welcome to your Kabbalistic Tarot card reading for December 2024. Let's get started. Invoke the Yao that thou sent Haru, the great angel sent of the operation of the secret wisdom, to lay his invisible hands upon these consecrated cards of art, that thereby we may attain knowledge of hidden things, so glory to thy ineffable name. Amen. Okay, Gemini. See what the universe has in store for you for December 2024. Where does time go, Gemini? Where does it go? We will be using Thought Tarot. We'll be using Tree of Life spread, a little Jewish mysticism, a little Hermeticism, to see what's coming up for you in December, Gemini. All right. Hope you're all having a good November, a good Scorpio season. 7 of Cups to be precise. All right. I will cut the deck and I'll draw the cards and we'll go over them. Okay. On the deck, you got the Prince of Wands, whatever that's worth to you. Here we go. In the All, you have the Aeon, Wisdom, the Three of Wands. And your Understanding, the Three of Discs. And Love, you have the Five of Cups. In Power, you have the Four of Swords. In Truth, you have the Tower, Martian energy. In Victory, you have the Root of the Power of Air, the Ace of Swords. In Splendor, you have the Two of Discs, Lord of Change. In your Foundation, you have the Four of Wands, Lord of Completion. And in your Manifestation, Embodiment, or Participation, you have the Prince of Discs, airy part of Earth. All right, thank you, Spirit, and thank you, Gemini, for being here. Cheers. This is a tree. This is a tree. Okay, let's just get right into it. And the All in Pure Consciousness, you have the Aeon here, right? Judgment, Gabriel, Voice of God. Telling you to do what? It's time for what? It's time for something, Gemini. It's time for Christmas. It's time for whatever you celebrate. It's time to do something. It's time to be captured by the age of a new... It's time to be... No, I didn't say that right. It's time to be captured by the spirit of a new age. It's not a time to underestimate initial difficulties, whatever it is you might be undertaking in the month of December. This does encourage you to open up to new developments and advance them very carefully. Okay? Judgment is always separation. And this is the desire to understand everything in the universe, starting with the body. Okay, all that being said, something is taking up a lot of your attention, and it has to do with the time, and it has to do with, you know what it has to do with, right? It's an important realization, it's some kind of life lesson, a final decision, self-discovery. Something is nagging at you, inside of you. And it's kind of just going through you in the whole month. In your world of emanation or prayer, your pure awareness is this guy, the Aeon. Judgment, telling you that either something is not right or something's wrong, or it's time to do something. It's time. All right? From that judgment, we have expansion, call it wisdom. Three of Wands, Lord of Virtue. This has to do with To me, just being patient, right? Doing something and then awaiting results. An established plan, success with patience, inspiration, ego, distance, travel, trust. Wisdom's telling you to just hold on a little bit, even though it feels like it's time to do something, and maybe it is. Be smart about it and be patient, right? It's not time to act just yet. It's almost time. It's almost time. It is time. It's time to get ready, but it's not time to do the thing just yet. Whatever the thing is, right? Wands or anything done, and here in your wisdom, you're getting ready to do something. Yeah. This also encourages you to look to your future with confidence, and tackling new goals and stuff like that. Forging new bonds. I don't know why, whenever I do readings around this time of year, I always just picture everyone with Christmas drama and stuff going on, and it's because what I'm used to, but yeah. Whatever's going on with you, Gemini, you want to act. You want to send out some messages, you want to do something, and you will. Just not yet. But you're getting ready, okay? Getting ready to do something. The world is wide open and waiting for you, okay? Now, that wisdom consolidates into form. The observer becomes the observed. We have understanding. What you need to understand is the Three of Discs. All right, Lord of Great Works, Mars and Capricorn. All right. This has to do with recognition, striving for secured knowledge, encourages securing and anchoring what has already been achieved. Has to do with efforts, paid employment, taking concrete steps. The distance and difference between you and your goals. And I just noticed that this is a 3 and a 3. So there's that. Hermetically speaking, this is very consistent and powerful for you in the month of December, Gemini. Yeah, I see you very focused on something here. Perhaps it's being compassionate. Perhaps it's whatever the thing is, doesn't matter, but the energy is very compassionate and persevering, and taking your ideas and translating them into reality, right? First, you have to understand what it is that you want to do, what it is you want to translate into reality. And that's kind of the trickiest part of life, right? See the pyramid here, and then the three things, all this gray matter is like everything else melts away and you become super focused. So I feel like what you need to understand is that part of you that is distraction, wow, that has a lot of distractions and confusions and doesn't know what to do exactly, right? You don't need to do shit, but to be successful, you need to quiet the mind and really focus. All right, this is Saturn. This is limiting, endings. It also has to do with feeling. And if you can attune yourself towards something, towards a goal, or whatever it is you want to do in the month of December, I feel like you will be successful. Just gotta stay consistent. That's all. All right, let's leave the world of emanation or prayer, and let's enter the world of inspiration or creation. The hay. Okay. In your world of love, you have 5 of Cups, Mars and Scorpio, Lord of Disappointments. It's a bitch of a card, I know. Deals with, oh boy, loss of pleasure, trance of negative thinking, everything sucks. That's It's more or less the trends of negative thinking. Does tell you to recognize the power of renewal that comes from decay. So things might suck right now, but that just means that they'll get better eventually. It doesn't just mean that, but it does mean that. What else? We have misfortune, melancholy, disappointing circumstances, disappointing expectations. It does say for you to express your worries and your disappointments and to not go about things with a blind optimism or exaggerated expectation. I was in your world of Jupiter, and Jupiter is your generator of faith. Wants you to be happy. And this is what you have to be grateful for too. Okay, so whenever I've had the Five of Cups and whenever I've had the Five of Cups in love, it sucked for sure. It was like knowing that it sucked made it a little bit easier, if that makes sense. And this is what inspires you in the month of December. Perhaps to change. Perhaps you're seeing some people that you don't want to be seeing that make you feel a certain way. Perhaps just the time of year makes you feel kind of like, oh, I should be doing something, right? It's Christmas, it's the time of season, and I'm not feeling what I should be feeling. You know, my cups should be full, but they're not, and they're surrounded by desert, and what the hell, right? All meaning we make by ourselves, right? These cards, all of it, they're just pictures, right? But as soon as I or you start putting meaning to the pictures, that's when they have power over us. And it's the same with time of year or anything in reality, right? So whatever it is got you disappointed, feel it to heal it, but don't sweat about it. And most of all, bring awareness to it. That's not to say to wallow in it, but just bring awareness to it. Do it. Like you're watching a really shitty movie and you're with your girl and you're just like, okay, this movie sucks, but here we go. Finish this out. It's great, honey. I know it's good, right? It's not to say to lie, right? But you're picking up when I'm laying down. Okay, let's move into Mars, your power. Gemini is Four Swords, Lord of Truce. Okay, so this is a card that says make a compromise. We're all here, we're all human. Let's get together and let's make the best of things. Use a sham piece to work a gentle solution. Stillness from trauma. Intellectual authority. Policy over individuality. I'm seeing a theme here. And I don't know if it's family or what it is, but I just see, and there's one core card here, but there's some subjective. By the way, all these little cards here, the small cards that are not major, have to deal with subjective realities. And your subjective reality in your power is that, okay, this is what I have to do to get along, right? And it stems from this three right here. Excuse me, another subjective reality to you. So you just want to get along. And that's great. Not everyone can do that. A lot of people try to do the opposite of that for whatever reason. It's called resentment. But I see you doing your best here to try to keep everything above board and very cordial, right? Yeah, downtime, relax, make everybody happy. Yeah. Okay. Now that expands, or mildly expands, into what we call truth. Your truth, or your beauty, your six, your whatever you want to call it, is the Tower. Martian energy. Okay. This is generally regarded as a bad card. And if you don't like rage, I guess it is. That's kind of what it represents. Yeah. Go over the positives of this card. It's breaking down a foundation or a structure. It's recognizing limited ideas and then just blowing them away. It's difficult change. It's a sudden perception. Oh my God, shit. It is the barrier, or the path is in between Nektok and Had, thoughts and emotions, victory and splendor. Now, it could be bad in the sense that if you're on this path, you're making your desires and your wants your reason. Could be the other way around. You could be making reason your desire. That's to say, like, okay, if I get through this, then everything will be fine, right? Doesn't matter what happens to me. This is the breaking or the making of an ego as a way and how of being. And this is your truth. This is your personal, localized consciousness. And it's a major, so it's an objective truth for you. Something's going down. And by down, I mean just some kind of structure for you is breaking down. I'm getting holiday vibes, but maybe it's something else, right? Could be the end of a relationship. That's generally not what this card is, but it could be. It's just some kind of difficult change, Gemini. And it's not subtle. And in truth, it's definitely not subtle. Last time I had the Tower, in truth, it was it wasn't the best, but you know, I found my way through the day. Again, once I was able to realize and bring awareness to the energy, then I was able to set a new course for myself and move on, so to speak. You might feel a little disorganized, like you're not making any progress, and you yourself might just call an end to things, right? Like to a party or something, or something that's important to you. Okay, let's continue into your world of analysis and planning, of formation. In your world of victory, you have the Ace of Swords, root of the power of air. This is taking decisive steps towards self-knowledge. It is a great force invoked, for better or for worse. It's being able to see what's really important to you and what's really not so important to you. All right? Wars against hair splitting and a process that's just too calculating. But most of all, it's where everything can be differentiated. Everything in consciousness can be separated, right? So it doesn't matter that there's a tower. I mean, it does, but from that, you're able to see, okay, that's gone. What do we do next? And you start thinking, and then you start differentiating. And then things start coming into your awareness, and this is your victory. You're able to start over, again, anew, afresh. Now this is Venus, which governs taste, governs relationships, values, and balance. Yeah, I see you just making a clean sweep and setting up shop somewhere else, so to speak, for yourself in December, which can be tricky. there's so much pressure in the month of December. But you, I see you. So you try to do all this shit, and then it all goes to the Tower, and then you start over with the Ace of Swords, right? And you're using your reason and your logic to move forward, and that in itself is a victory. Okay. That contracts into your form, your splendor in the world of formation. Okay. Two of Discs, Lord of Change. Yeah, things are changing. This is the awareness of the precious cycle of growth and regression, right? Endless cycle. Could be an uncommitted flirt, could be someone who's very argumentative. It wants you to take a look at the other polarity, which has been neglected up until now. And for you, I see that is you taking care of yourself, Gemini. You taking care of yourself. For the first time in a while, perhaps. It's a tricky card. I see this as your splendor because, this is your splendor. It's wrong I can say. I could see this being your splendor because you're going through a lot of stuff, right? Alternating gain and loss, this card. A lot of back and forth, a lot of difficulty weighing options, measuring things, just kind of feeling like you're wandering. But you're also like, okay, shit's not going my way, but some shit is going my way. And I can roll with the punches, so to speak. I may look a mess, I may look like a fool, I may whatever, right? But I'm hanging in there, and I'm doing okay. That's how I feel you in your splendor, which sounded weird, but yeah. Yeah, you're going through it. This card also warns of dissipating your energy due to inconsistency. So that's just another thing to be aware of. I can see your energy all over the place here, but yeah, don't overwork yourself, and if you are, take it easy, and don't take it too easy, but you know, that's up for you to decide. Let's move to your foundation. Oh, your rulership, by the way, is right here. So this has a little extra sway in the month of December, right? Change is gonna come, whether you like it or not. So best move for you is to, again, roll with the punches, and I see you doing that. All right, your foundation. All this is built upon is this: Four of Wands, 1111, Lord of Completion. This is perfected success. This is peace. This is concord. This is an establishment of a team, a strong bond. Encourages the right combination of uncompromising spirit and accommodation. Yeah. You got the Rams here, and then you got the Doves, right? Venus and Aries. It's a nice combination. So the stability of fire. And it's, you know, not in this deck, but usually it's some kind of celebration pictured in it. Could be a family gathering, could be a wedding, could just be you and you coming to terms with yourself and being very comfortable with yourself and learning that you don't really need anybody. I mean, we all need people, but in the month of December, you don't really need anybody to celebrate, right? Celebrate who you are, what time it is, whatever you want, all on your own. Again, If you don't believe me, try it. It's a nice feeling. Yeah. Self-assurance, that's another thing with this card. Self-assurance. You are confident right here in your foundation. You're going with the punches. You have new ideas. You see what's important. You're over this tower. Yeah. You're going to be okay. That's the energy of your foundation, at least. It's okay. It's fine. I got a roof over my head. It's okay. Okay. Probably not the best, but okay. What that manifests, your world of participation, heir of earth, Prince of Discs. Yeah, Prince of Discs is definitely someone who knows how to roll with punches. There's someone who says, all right, you need to see this thing through, whatever it is. See it through. With energy, with endurance, and with consistency, right? He's influential in material and financial affairs. He's very good with concentration and taking the initiative. He's a great planner. And he's a very good pivoter, right? He's very steadfast and steady. He's the heir of earth, right? So he can take the material things and change them a little bit. He's Aries in the Hierophant. So again, here I just see this pattern here of you rolling with the punches, right? In your world of prayer here, you have all these kind of hopes and expectations, and it's time. And then in your world of inspiration, it's like, oh, okay, it's not so great. It's about holding it together, and it falls apart. And then in your world of formation, it's like, okay, it's fine, but it's whatever. And then you come in here, and you're like, okay, it's cool. We got it. It's fine. It's not what we thought it was gonna be, but it's good. It's fine. I got this. Whatever the things are surrounding all this energy, again, that's not really so important to me to try to figure out, because you already know what it is. But I can see what you're going through here. And it's a fair amount, Gemini. It's a fair amount. But you're going to roll with the punches. You're going to be just fine. So just don't hold on to any expectations. When things come that are unexpected, just let them go. Start anew, right? Roll with the punches. Know that you have everything you need. You'll be fine. All right, and that's your December. Like the video if you like the videos. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I will catch you next year, Gemini. Take great care. Bye-bye.